They say that once, the valley of Namera used to sing. Every morning, the sound of hammers from a blacksmith's yard mixed with laughter from the fields. Children ran between houses carrying bread, and every hand that worked belonged to all. If someone's roof leaked, 10 others came with wood and rope. If someone's harvest failed, the valley shared their grain. No one talked about unity, they lived it. Until the year the mountain cracked. It began quietly. A small tremor, then a louder one. People thought it would pass. But the river that fed their land started shrinking, little by little, as if someone was pulling its lifeblood back into the earth. That's when fear walked in, and when fear walks in, trust walks out. The valley's elders began to argue. Some said, the water is gone because the north side keeps taking too much. Others blamed the south, claiming they built too many mills. And just like that, hands that once helped began to point. I still remember the sound of that first argument. It was like thunder in a clear sky. The laughter stopped. The fields turned silent. People stopped greeting each other. The old blacksmith, Arin, closed his forge for the first time in 40 years. And in the middle of it all was a boy. His name was Arin, 17, with a face that still held the hope the rest of us had lost. He didn't have much. Just a broken fishing net, a small hut near the dry stream, and a heart that refused to give up. Every evening, he sat on a rock where the river once ran and watched the cracked ground. He didn't speak, but you could see in his eyes that he was waiting for something, maybe a sign, maybe a miracle. One night, he heard something strange, not a sound, but a whisper, a soft hum coming from beneath the dry earth. He pressed his ear against the ground. It was faint, but it was there like the valley was breathing, weak but alive. He ran to the village to tell them. Listen, he shouted, the water isn't gone. It's still there, deep down. We just have to dig together. But they laughed. Together? That word had become a memory. The leader of the north side, Arin, crossed his arms. You think we'll dig for them? He pointed toward the southern houses. They took our water. Let them suffer. The southern men shouted back. The air burned with anger. Arin's voice was lost in the noise. He stood there, eyes wet, watching a valley he loved turn into a battlefield of words. And then the ground shook again. This time, harder. Cracks split the road. A house fell. Screams filled the night. When it stopped, dust covered everything. And for the first time, the people of Namera realized something. The mountain didn't care who was north or south. But it was too late. The bridge between them, the one that crossed the dry river, had collapsed. Two halves of one valley, now strangers divided by stone. And on that night, under a silent sky, Arin made a promise to himself. If the valley was dying because hearts had split apart, then he would find a way to bring them back, even if it meant standing alone.